Welcome back, guys, it's Irad, and so in today's video we are going to talk about the RSI Polaris, which is now officially released. I know we could fly it before, right, but there was no promotional campaign from Clyde Beer Games. Now that is the case, with a really beautiful trailer that I'm going to react to on my second channel. So if you want to see my genuine reactions when I see that for the first time, and also the full breakdown of that trailer, please check out the description down below to my second channel, Irad Plays and Reacts. But also, we have a Q&A as well as new game packages, and packages, by the way, with the RSI Polaris along with other ships, and this might be a chance to get the Polaris with LTI as well. There is also a controversy. It wouldn't be Star Citizen without some controversies, right? With a direct contradiction between what they say on the one hand and what they say on the other hand, and it seems that once again Spectrum is on fire. Spectrum is always on fire, guys, but let's check this out right here first. Let's check the Q&A. And so they tell us, what are some key changes made to the Polaris between the initial concept and the release today. It has an extended armory. It no longer has an executive officer's quota because there's no more executive officer. Apparently, the Polaris, they reward crew quarters into bunk rooms. They added additional features on the bridge, a large front turret, which is indeed very impressive, and a change to torpedo reload mechanism here. Does the Polaris have the capability to service fighters in the hangar bay, such as repair, refuel, and rearm? They say that currently there are no plans to allow this outside of manually repairing, refueling, and restocking missiles. But, and this is where there is some controversy here, if you go to the promotional website here, play.sc/Polaris, if you go to page 2 for the onboard features here, it says onboard hangar brings some backup, the perfect fit for an RSI Scorpius. The hangar can accommodate, repair, and rearm medium-sized fighters. So I'm a bit confused here. They say that no, there are no plans to allow this outside of manual repairing, fueling, and restocking plans. And here it says, oh yeah, the hangar can do that. Now, it would be good if they could say the hangar can allow us to manually repair, rearm, and refuel some medium-sized fighters or any kind of other fighters, by the way. But because they don't say that, I think that if you don't read the Q&A here, this can lead to some serious confusion here, myself included. When I got this for the first time, we were also told many years ago that we will be able to service our ships inside the hangar. So what I thought was that this kind of service will be the same kind of service that we have at pads, right? We go to the pad and then we just click on F1, landing services, and then our ships can get repaired, rearmed, or refueled. That's what I thought would be happening, but apparently no, that's not the case. This will have to be done manually here. I just wish that this had been clarified a little bit before. What I believe is that they're not capable to do that on ships, but that's just my personal opinion. Is the Polaris able to do dock with space stations here? Yes, it does. We've seen that before on video. Are there any facilities or rooms on board, such as the medical and cargo bays, that are modular and customizable? The Polaris has several facility rooms, such as cargo bay, brig, medical, crew, mess, armory, bunk bay heads, but it is not a modular ship, so these cannot be swapped out. Can the Polaris torpedoes be reloaded manually here, or does it need to be rearmed at the station? After all the torpedoes have been fired, they can be manually reloaded using a multi-tool, providing the player has additional munition on board, which is probably where the big cargo bay is going to be very useful. You put all of your extra torpedoes in the cargo bay, and then some crew member will be manually loading them onto the torpedo base. Yes, I really think that that's going to be really practical here. The Polaris comes with automatic point defense turrets. How do these weapons operate? How do the turrets choose their targets here? So these turrets are powered by AI modules. So currently it's a basic implementation of the player blades we'll be able to use in the future, with a rigid priority incoming hostile ordnance such as bomb, torpedoes, and missiles, as well as nearby hostile vehicles. In the future, players might get more control on this, but at this time, they're watching the feedback closely as players try them on for the first time. Why are the captain's quarters locked? Well, this is to ensure that the captain's quarters meet the high standards we strive for. They decided to hold this room for the next major update, which is probably going to be Star Season 4.0. Allowing players to access and store items in the room could have caused persistence issues, so they chose the most reliable approach, locking the door and removing it from the exporting layers for initial launch, but this is going to be really soon, as what they say. What is the largest vehicle that can fit in the Polaris cargo bay? So they said that it's just for cargo here. However, they have no doubt that players will be able to fit vehicles inside. I have been able to fit some Furies inside. We can fit an entire squadron of Furies inside, which means that the Polaris can have 2 squadrons of Furies. If you have enough manpower to man all of those Furies, this can be quite an impressive sight to behold for sure. Could the room labeling and signage be reworked to make navigation more intuitive? Oh my gosh, yes, please. Without requiring a map. For example, signs could be placed on walls for better visibility, or room color and lighting contrast could be adjusted to improve clarity. Yes, they said that signage was unfortunately missed and is something they want to go back and correct. They do admit that they made a major mistake here with signage, which, let's be honest, sucks in the Polaris. I got lost so many times. Even after many different visits in the Polaris and flies of the Polaris, I got lost many times because I don't know. I want to go to the medical room. I went to the brig. I wanted to go to the bridge. I went to the engine room so many times. And this, if signage was a little bit better, I think that this is something that that would not have had happen, right? So it's good that CIG here are admitting that they kind of screwed up here with signage, and they are going to fix that along with the release of the captain's quarters. So we should be seeing that with Alpha 4.0. What happened to the executive's officer's quarters here? They said that because there's no executive officer, we don't need this quarter as well, and that is basically it. Let me know in the comment section down below, guys. Do you have a Polaris, or are you planning to get one? Perhaps you're planning to get one with some of those new packages that came out right there. If you are a concierge, I think there's a very interesting package here that includes a Polaris and a Scorpius, all with LTI for $1,025. I know it's expensive. The base Polaris now is at $850 for concierge as well, or if you want to have also with war bonds, you can buy for $850, but it does not include the Quasar paint. If you are paying that with store credits, that's going to be $975. That's a punishment of $125. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you want to see more Star Season content, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. Like the video if you did. A big shout out to my Patreon members, including Dr. Fabin, Shadow Rise, Ducky2Ducker, and Zeo Crusher. I'm PD Rad. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.